All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 31, check 31.
Now Carr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two. Too shy of the 30.
Tedrick Thompson on the tackle. A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
That's the way. Watch the eyes.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Hills hit, and he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, Charlie. Check 53. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, express. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously
looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
44 command, 734. Express.
Now Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
93.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Carr. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Carr. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt.
It's caught inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Come on. 53 to Mike. 50 smooth. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike Fresh. 53. Mike.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 84 yards, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
You. Come back. Switch it.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 36 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly would.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Zach Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
61. Matchbox, right.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big play there on 3rd and 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes gets it off to Freeman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Express. 53. Hey, Alpha. Check. 53 is mine. Hey, watch the lane. 53 is the mic. 53.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams.
Come on now, let's go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Right down. Blue lady.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Yellow. 57's mine. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They run. Devontae Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Get that quarter. Check 50. Check 50. Express.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hey, exit. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let's get the ball. Mike. Express. 52. Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, fighting off the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
66. Bullet high. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you, boy.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Yellow, I go Louis. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Attack, attack! Hey, 43.
47's the mic.
Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is caught by Watkins. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Your mic.
Bofo's the mic. Mike Bofo.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
That's going to be a long day. 40.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Haywood.
They're not ready for this.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't need to. I'm going.
47. All day, just like that. Just like that.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Attack!
47 is the mic. Ready?
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 37.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
53, Mike. I got you, punk.
Here we go.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
29.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, dude.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.